I'm going to bring my monitor up a little closer here. All right, so as I explained to you that when I go into my old emails, I can bring up old files of conversations that I've had with big companies in the past. One of the companies we did have an involvement was actually SI Screens, which is Screen Innovation. Back in 2015, when my company was under digital 4K crystal onyx, that's right around the time that we signed a contract with the company overseas, that we were involved in a 10-year contract with them. And in the process of being with them, they were trying to steal our products as we were developing light gray screen paints around that time. Right around that time, we were trying to get out of the 10-year contract as we developed a company under digital 4K crystal onyx, which you're seeing right now. This company was contacted by Screen Innovation. This is their email. I had to go into one of my old accounts to dig this one up. We also have in our accounts conversations with Optima on their new 4K projector, the one that came out was supposed to be 2,000 lumens. We also have conversations with Seymour AV on NDAs on developing technology for them. So it's funny how I can back all my claims. Like, I got emails of just about everything I can back up. And this is one of the conversations I had with the fellow over at Screen Innovation over a D5K technology. It was 25% done, and clearly fellow contacted us, and that's Screen Innovation's email, all their information right at the bottom. Contact us, good morning, talking to you this morning. Sorry I woke you up. They woke us around 9 o'clock in the morning, woke me up. I thought it was my vice president, June, playing jokes, because we got the punch sheet from him. As I stated, we are interested in looking at your product. You hear that, Jamie? Interested in looking at our products, which means that Screen Innovation, a big corporation like that, could take the time to acknowledge our technology. Means that you don't know anything about our products at all. That's why I laugh when you do those fake demonstrations when you show our paint's coming up black. Yeah, they know our products don't come up black. That's why they contacted us, because they found an interest in our technology. Unfortunately, they just didn't know the right way of carrying it out. All right, we are interested in looking at your products. You seem to have potential. Let us know when you're ready to continue the discussion. So we did finish the discussion. At first, I thought it was my vice president playing jokes on me, and I was like, ha ha, June, very funny, because he's a prankster. Hung the phone up. The guy calls back again. He says, no, I don't know who June is. I said, do me a favor, send me an email with your watermark attached to it so we can have evidence that it is you. And sure enough, that's what popped up. And that's when I called him right back. I was like, oh, shoot, freaking Screen Innovation just contacted me about our technology. And what we have now is far more advanced than what we had in 2015. Let me go back here and see if I can figure out where I put my mouse at real quick. So these are the documents. Also, to our court orders in there from them, because the screen, yeah, and they can get upset over this, but it's true. We gave them competition. They didn't like it. That's what it came. Bottom line, at the end of the day, we gave them competition. They didn't like it, and it resulted to attorneys being getting involved into it. So there's the document right there. Here's the date right there when the email was sent. I said back in 2015. That's when we separated from the other company and started developing dark technology. Now, we got involved in that because that's right around the time where we need to separate. We had to re-engineer all the technology because everything we had was gray. Seeing Black Diamond's technology in there and seeing how it improved our technology, it was much better on a darker screen, put us in that direction of developing technology, darker technology, which is much more advanced. And then just basically just wipe and clean the other company altogether, because like I said, we're getting out a 10-year contract one way or another. All right, so let me see. Let's come over here. I had to forward this to my vice president. I was like, yo, you're not going to believe what just popped up. Because we only did a couple of demonstrations on their screens. We didn't do anything like nothing bad. We just said side by side the D5K versus their product. And we noticed something on camera. I'm not going to say anything about it, but we noticed something on camera on how the Black Diamond was reacting. It was reacting kind of strange, and we picked up on it. And I think that's the reason why we were contacted, and probably wanted to get an idea on how we have a paint version that is very close to their product, but was doing something that their screen couldn't do. All right, so I can see the documents right there. All right, so let me see if I can go back in and see if we can dig up through my other account, the other messages when we're going back and forth. I don't know, did they mail this to us? No, they didn't email us that. So we got that mailed to us. We got that mailed to us. So that's another thing I know about attorneys. You know, they're not going to email you that cease and desist order, cease and desist order. They're not going to email that. They send that to your house. So what happened was we have a copy of it. I have a copy of that on one of my files here. Make sure we don't bring up any of our personal files. But anyway, we had a friend contacted me at the sneaker store because that's usually where I used to hang out all the time. I was down at the sneaker store. That's where June was at most of the time. And he was like, yo, you got a document here from a certified letter here from Screen Innovation. And I was like, can you do me a favor? Can you open that up for me? I want to see what's inside of it. He said, oh, it's a core document telling you to remove all videos, all pictures, everything from your site, or you will be sued. Now, like I said, we didn't do anything wrong. All we did was a simple side by side. But like I said, they didn't like the fact that we gave them a bit of competition. And that's where that came from. Some people asked me from the door, they said, hey, can you do some demonstrations against Screen Innovation? I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. I got to talk to a lawyer first and see exactly, Now I look at it now that they really just bullied us. Pretty much that's what they did. They bullied us. So let me show you right here. Let me see if I can find my one with my with Seymour AV, my comments with Seymour AV. I didn't meet him in person, but I've actually talked to the fellow in Screen Innovation. He's a really, really cool dude, real nice person. I've said that many times before. Real nice, down-to-earth person. And I actually met the one of the CEOs over at Optima. When Optima came up with that 4K projector and they wanted us to design a screen for them, I said, look, we'll design a screen. Just give me one of those projectors. I don't even trade on trade. And they didn't want to do it. So I was like, you know what, forget it. I don't even bother with it. You want paint. You want us to design you a customized engineer paint, but you don't want to give us one of those projectors. All right. That's not going to work then. Goodbye. So yeah, we've had a lot of our products have been around for a bit. So that's why I find it hilarious when somebody tries to downgrade our work, not knowing that we have praise from other companies that have actually experienced our technology. Let me see if we can find this document. I got blah 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 blah. Here we go, Black Diamond. Black Diamond folder. All right, so this is the Black Diamond folder right here. I kept some of the pictures. I didn't delete all of them. I kept some of them. So this is right around what was that? Here we go. There's the punch sheet from Screen Innovations right there that we received from my buddy June. I need that to pop up. I don't want a copy of it. I want to basically bring it up on a, there we go. Open that up so you can see it. So that's why I'm so interested in basically going back again to do a side-by-side versus their stuff now versus what we have now. It'll show up. My computer's a bit slow. Yep. There it is right there. That's my trophy right there. That is my trophy right there. If they had ignored me, like really didn't bother, ignored me at all, didn't say anything, then I would have, I wouldn't have, I mean, bottom line is at the end of the day, we gave them a hard way to go. Some people may say, well, what about you and Crow? You sent them out one. Yeah, we sent them out one because he was doing dumb stuff, like posting people's addresses and messing with copyrights. We didn't do that with Screen Innovation. We did a simple, basic side-by-side demonstration, and we outperformed the screen in certain ways. So that's why they contacted us with that letter saying, you got potential. There you go. Now, you did dumb stuff by basically going on camera and saying our screen was this, that, and the other, and it wasn't, and we're going to sue you if you don't cut it out. No, we didn't do that. All right, so there's the punch sheet right there that we got from them, from June. My buddy June got the punch sheet. There's the court order from the attorneys right there telling us to stay within stuff. And clearly it says in the documents, it's all kinds of stuff. It says in the documents. So there's a sample sheets we're testing against. This was actually a silver high-grade screen we were designing. Then later on, we switched over to a D5K, which is a darker screen. And this is actually the Dark Star 9. There is Screen Innovations in there. I'm not going to say which one it is, but it is in there. It's actually in here. So these are the tests that we were running. And right there, that is the court order. Oh, that's my screen in the other house. That's the giant 200-inch screen. There's the court order we got from them telling us blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Yep. So I look at this as my personal trophy. The reason why is because if a company as big as this, and like I said, can take the time to acknowledge my technology and say, hey, it's got potential. We want you to come down here to Dallas, Texas, and bring a quarter of it so we can go test it out, and so and so and so. It shows you where we stand at on our technology. So despite all you crows, followers about this, that, and the other, despite what you say, we got hardcore documents on just about everything we do and everything we say. If I tell you that a big company was interested in my technology, I can back it up with no problem. So I thought I'd share that with you today. Just give you something to think about. How big that's got the 200-inch screen. That's a monster. I built that thing was sitting on the floor. But yeah, we can back it up. Okay, the bird. There's a filing date right there, February 2016. There's a law firm right there. And there's the conversation that we had back and forth with the attorneys. Yeah, of course they got frustrated. We got upset too because of the fact that you can't give me a simple NDA, really seriously, a basic, simple NDA is all we requested. That's all we wanted. Who knows what would have happened from there? But they wouldn't give us the NDA. I don't know why. But I feel that what they did was they bullied us. But I got a message for you, Screen Innovation. I'm going to be next to you sooner or later, side by side. We're going to bump heads again. I told them that a long time ago. I said sooner or later we'll bump heads again, and we will. We will bump heads again. So as I said before, Jamie and his products and paints and whatever, we don't consider that to be a challenge. A company like this, on the other hand, that's a challenge. That's a huge mark to have, or a trophy to have on your mantelpiece. If you can take a company like this down and get even not even take it down, even give it a run for its money at least. Even they had technology over there, maybe better than my technology. At least I can give them a run for their money. So yeah, that's a huge achievement. So the document, yeah, terrified the daylights out of me. You know what I mean? But they bullied us. And when I talked to an attorney later on, they were like, no, they couldn't do that because you did a side-by-side demonstration. How are they going to get you on a side-by-side? Did you say the screen was a scam? Did you tamper with anything? Did you do anything to alter the screen to make it look bad? I said, no, we did a basic side-by-side. He said, well, they should have never sent you the letter to begin with. They were bullying you to get you to back the freak down, to get you off that path. And this piece of paper has been my trophy. It has been my trophy right there. If they had never sent it and ignored me, I would never had this document. Paper would have never existed, and they would run about their merry way. But they took the time to send me this document. It shows me yes. Yes, sirree. Where's the other part on this document to sign off on it? No, that's Batman. Going back to Robin, I think it is. Here's the sign off on the attorney. Now, could they do anything about me showing up this document? Oh, heck no, they can't do jack. Not a thing. They should have never sent the document to begin with, because that shows that basically that there's a chink in your armor. And you can be penetrated. You can be threatened. You can be shaken. You can be rattled. You gave me that. That's the strength they gave me out of this. That I know that I had technology. That what we have now, good gracious, man. What we have now is way beyond. I guarantee you. I can't wait to go toe to toe with them. I can't wait. And if I don't have anything next to it, I can customize something. They don't have one screen that can take a direct hit from sunlight. We do right now, downstairs, a screen that can take a direct hit from sunlight. They can't do that. That screen alone could wipe all their technology in no time at all. And we can develop that in hours, which it would take them years to come up with that kind of technology. And I've watched their demonstrations and I've studied them. They're good in ambient light, but not that good. We're way better. So like I said, as for the whole back and forth with Jamie needs to be put in his place. That's what he needs to be. Every once in a while, you get these particular individuals that have to be put in their place. And once we put him back in his place where he belongs, we go about our merry way and go back to developing our technology. When he starts running his mouth again, we take his product, we put it out there, put it on display again, showing you, no, it doesn't work. We've been through this over and over again. He knows it doesn't work. We expose him for what he is. We leave him alone. We go back to work, what we had to do. But this is our goal. These big companies, Elite Screens, Black Diamond, DMP Supernova, the big boys, these are the ones we're interested in. We couldn't care less. And if I can get a company like this big to basically even bat an eye or pay attention to me, and even acknowledge my existence. I mean, bottom line, I can see they just came out and hit us with a court order, but they didn't. They came out and contacted us first. Yeah, that just shows you. Let me see something for a minute. We'll come out of here real quick. Come out of this document real quick. I missed that screen. That's a big, big screen. That's a 200-inch screen. That's going to be big. It was a huge freaking screen. Let's go over to, let me see. I wonder if I have that here. I wonder if we have, was it this account? I'm trying to think of this account. We were with Seymour AV. I think it was. I would like to develop some technology for Seymour AV. They're very nice people. I like them. I don't like Screen Innovation. I respect the man's work. I do. Screen Innovation, I might not like the guy, but I do respect his work. I respect his dedication. But other than that, no. Email from Chris from Seymour AV. Let me see what that comes up on this one. This would be under, let me see what we're at. We're at D5K. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that. I'm trying to figure if we did that one with them. That's an old file. I don't know if that's even going to bring up, but yeah, we have his email address when we actually did business with, not no business with him, but we were in the process of actually, they saw that black technology and they were interested because at the time, like I said, Black Diamond claimed to have black. Actually, I thought it was black. I thought the screen was black. But eventually, when I got in here and I got to look at it, I realized it was a really dark gray. And I was like, what the heck is this? It's only supposed to be black. It was like, no, those are gunmetals. That's what they are. I wonder if I can bring up my old contract under Laszlo. These are the people overseas that try to steal our company. I'm doing if I can dig them up. See if we can dig them up. I'm gonna go real quick. I had to do them aside because I got other documents, sensitive documents that are popping up that I don't want to be seen. Let me go over to let me see. These are by LegalZoom. These are patent pendings that we filed, Jamie, all through LegalZoom. These are my patent pendings that I've actually filed, copyrights, patents, all filed through. Our stuff is locked in. That's why I said that you're in for a very big surprise when we go to court. You're going to find exactly how much of our stuff that you've been messing around with actually has legitimate patents sitting on top of it. These are all the documents that we were filing for on stuff that you were tampering with. You're like I said, you're in some deep mess. He's in some really deep mess. He doesn't know exactly how bad it's going to get for him. These are all attorneys that we're talking to. They're actually filing paperwork for us at that time under Crystal Edge Technology Screens. When you're messing around trying to make our products without permission, there's patents attached to that stuff. Oh, didn't know that, did you? I told you we back everything up. Questionnaire. What was this right here? Hold on for a minute. Turn it to the side. Really quick. That's one of my patents right there. That I filed for under Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Oh, you didn't know there's a patent in that technology, did you? Yeah, I told you, you do some dumb stuff, man. You do some real dumb stuff. We just sit back and just watch you do dumb stuff all day long. You don't know there's documents on it. When we go to court, I'm going to bring a stack of documents going to blow your freaking mind. You're going to be surprised how protected our stuff is. And all that time, you did all those videos tampering with our stuff, not knowing that there were certified documents underneath of them. See, when you do certified documents, you can make documents publicly known, or you can make them we made them non-publicly known. Because we wanted people to mess up and touch something they weren't supposed to touch. And they go, oh, wait a minute. You can't find, we go to court, we have those documents. You can make a document, like I said, publicly known. Copyrights we made public. But the patent pendings, on the other hand, we didn't. I don't tell everything. We don't tell everything. You only tell what you need to know. That's basically about it. Patent search we had to pay for is our patent search. Well, I really would start getting worried if I were you. Those are the attorneys right there. Let's follow for that. Let's go over into, come out of this account real quick. And then we're going to Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. I'm going to see if I can bring up Laszlo's contract. Some people did it on purpose. Some people would deliberately put out. They'll put out stuff and hide it just so people can catch them. So they can sue them. They can court sue the daylights out on them. Some people do that. They just basically, knowing that someone's going to take it, they can sue them. Yeah, you didn't know that. We had documents. We can back everything up. We have documents on everything. Let me see. Let's go over here. I haven't been in my Digital One Crystal Screen Paint account in so long. Let's see what's going on here for a minute. I can hear that Marvel vs. Capcom. I think it's still running in the back room. Versus Capcom. All right, we'll pop in here real quick. Can we update now? Can we do this later? All right, we don't need it. It looks good. It's good. It's good. We've been here bouncing around a few times. We're good. All right, we'll pop in this account right here. Yes, stay signed in. Okay, we don't need all that. No, thank you. Don't need no fingerprints. Display. We're good. I wonder, what would he be under? Oh, he would be under Digital One Crystal. That's what he would be under. All right, let me see. All right, we don't need a survey. Thank you, please. Let's look up under Digital One Crystal. It's interesting how you can have stuff 10 years back in your email. You can still dig it up. Literally can still dig it up and find it. Isn't that interesting? This is a company we actually signed a contract. Well, the contract is in there. Let me see. This is under our first company we developed. Let me see what we got going on here. Yeah. Dude, I work. Understand me? When you run a company, I work. I'm up 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. If you know exactly how many contracts and things I have embedded in my company right now, it's insane right now. I got a business meeting today on Skype for something in Hollywood. You put that together real quick. So I run a company. I don't get up and do a 9 to 5. I don't punch in the clock, nothing. I get up in the morning, I design my paint. I'm done for the day, do my business meetings and whatever I got to do on Skype and whatever, and design product for my companies and for other people I'm dealing with. Right now, I'm in the process of doing designing customized engineered technology for companies. You know how much money that pays out? It's serious money. It's Bugatti money. So they'll pay me to custom engineer them a technology for them, customized for their company only. And they have to pay for the rights to own it. So that's where I'm heading. And you get there from hard work, from getting up at the earlier dawn, not cutting corners, and doing things the right way. But if you're going to make accusations about my product being fake and not real, and I got documents here from big companies contacting me about my technology, then somebody got to be wrong, don't they? And let me see, who has more credibility, Crow or Screen Innovation right now? Who? All right then, enough said, move on. Don't come here and whine and cry when I give you the truth. Accept it, deal with it. So all that time you always running your mouth about myself being this, that, and the other, I got big companies trying to lock me into contracts or either sue me to show you how good my stuff is. All right, let me see. Digital Crystal. Let me see right here. Digital Crystal Screen Paint. So these are really old documents. Let me see. You got the one with the contract on it? God, that was the biggest contract I ever read in my freaking life. That was what, 30, 40-page contract. Good gracious. Overseas contracts are freaking, I mean, I don't mind them, but they got a lot of freaking policies in those contracts that you're going to have to follow by. And there's a lot of information they're going to want up front and personal. Here we go. Let's see if we can bring her up. If I can bring that contract up. I wonder if that contract is still on here, to tell you the truth. Rachel White. Who was Rachel White at the time? Account for Rachel White. Let me turn it to the side. That could be one of their accountants. Actually, it is one of their accountants for transferring money. But don't talk trash. That's one thing. If you're gonna talk trash, you got to be able to back it up. We can back it up. And that's the problem with him. He talks a lot of trash. He can't back it up. Now, if you're going to call me I'm a scammer and I steal from people, what's interesting that Screen Innovation basically locked in onto our technology in 2015. And we still have companies right now that are still lining up to get contracts from us. So, interesting. Let me see. Rachel White, yeah, that was the accountant for them over there. For a minute. Laszlo. Surprised you can spell that name.
Camp Laszlo is an American animated series that aired from 2004 to 2008 and starred Carlos Alazraqui, Tom Kenny, and Mr. Lawrence.
Too much information. I need his first name. I'm sorry, that Marvel's is cap on in the background. Let's go under 2015, under here we go. Is that European? It should be European on that website. Now, one of these is up, one of these is down. They had two sites. Let's see which one is it. Here we go. So this is a company that we had the 10-year contract with that we basically, we had to opt out of the contract by designing a new company. My company was Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, as you can see when you go to my YouTube channel. It says, hello, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. That's me, that's my company. We bumped into this company, contacted us, called me, and I was renting a small little room, contacted me and asked me, he said, hey buddy, do you want to, would you like to have your company and a part of a distributorship where we can manufacture, or basically you can manufacture what you want to do it, and we can sell your product over here in Europe. So I was like, okay, sure. Guy was named Laszlo. So anyway, Laszlo contacted us, and he wanted to come down to meet with us, which I was kind of a little nervous because, like I said, I've never seen these guys before at all. A bunch of guys that came down. And we met over at Subway over on Girard. Anybody from Philadelphia knows what that is. So I made sure that when I sat at the seat, you always sit with your back to the wall. You never sit the opposite way out. So that's how I was sitting when they came into the door. We sat down, we talked for a little bit. They brought out this massive contract they wanted me to sign. Really should have had an attorney there. Really should have had somebody to read through it. But, you know, I took a little time, give me a couple of weeks to run it past somebody, and really didn't run it past anybody. I just signed it, which is a bad idea. So anyway, you live and learn from your mistakes. So anyway, they came down, they gave me $40,000 up front. That was a mind blower right there, 40 grand right up front. Some of it was retainer for some of the products that they wanted us to make, and the rest of it was basically for me to spend as I will. I paid off I had three people I used to work with. We actually worked with was June and another guy by the name of TK. I paid him about 2 grand, gave him 2 grand each, and basically we designed all 80 gallons of paint in his garage to make the product. And I have one picture of us. I don't know if I still have it, but of us all taking that picture that day when it happened. So this is their company, was their company. My company is Digital Crystal Screen Paint. That's me. And this was their company right here under Digital and Crystal. Now, what they were doing, this is our gray screen paint right here, Crow. Look at this very carefully. This is our gray screen paint being displayed in Europe, another country, showing off the technology. These are the guys that were involved in it. They had banquets and parties and all that stuff over there. They were doing 3D glasses and projector packages deals. So when I tell you that I've been there and done that with the product that you have, I have been there and done it. I've been contracted. I've had overseas contracts. I've had my stuff displayed overseas. I've had investors, all that stuff. Yeah, been there, done that. I'll put a link at the bottom of the video so you can check it out for yourself. Yep, there's my screen paint being displayed right there in a professional setting. And remember Tim Moncrief? I think Moncrief, that's what his name was. Oh, remember that fellow right there? He's a beta tester. I told you he's a beta tester. Him and Zone 708 were both beta testers for Crystal Edge Technology screens. He did videos for us. We post those videos on this particular site right here. So this is right around the time when their company, we started having some problems where we weren't getting any orders in. Like no orders at all were coming in at all. So basically they were actually taking my orders. They were saying, we'll process the orders, so and so and so, and these excuses were coming up and we weren't getting paid, and there were all kinds of problems that were popping up. But for some reason, every time we go check on their page, they were at some banquet and they're meeting up with more investors and they were making all this money and we weren't making any money at all. There, right there, we have my video by Zone. This is Zone's video right there of showing our digital and crystal screen paint again. This is the gray mixture that we made a lot of money off selling our products. Crow, you never got to this point, did you? No, because I told you, the product is old. This is an old product, very old. But he's never got his product on this level. We did. And there's some more demonstrations of them right there, showing off screens. And they had customized environments. See how the customized environments are? Controlled, ambient lighting, all that stuff. But like I said, at that time, you didn't have ambient light rejection technology. You didn't have screens producing images in fully lit environments, and all that stuff didn't exist. It was still the dark environment. So they had all these setup booths in this warehouse where they can go set up any form of environment they want. They would have the screen set up there. They would have the banquets, the parties, people would come over, the investors would look at the screen, and they were actually taking our technology and they were releasing it out to other companies, and those companies were actually doing package deals and blah, 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 blah. So then it got to the point where they're saying, well, we need to change the label because the label needs to be more European. And I'm thinking like, okay, if I said that incorrect, I do apologize. I'm saying, okay, now they're just trying to completely obliterate us. I mean, they're not contacting us. We're getting a little bit of money here. We're getting $8,000 here, maybe $5,000 here and there. Nothing where we're supposed to be getting from what they're selling. And so we're doing samples and we're giving out the companies are going to respond back. Those companies have already been respond back. June being skillful on a computer and knowing how to find things that other people don't have the ability to find, tracked it and found it. Found a trail. He was able to track it down. So yeah, that's one of my buddies has particular skills on a computer. We all know what they are, but I'm gonna leave it at that. So anyway, he came in handy. He was able to track down exactly where all this money was disappearing and why we weren't getting the money we're supposed to be getting. These are more showcase rooms that they're showcasing our product on. That is my screen paint right there. Notice Crow. Well, no. I can't say that because it didn't pull black level. We had instant over this. You know why we had instant over this? I'll show you why. Because they were photoshopping the images. Now I know our product right here, this right here, look at it very carefully. This is, I knew something was wrong. That's our product. See how it faded out and washed out? Today, we got stuff that'll pop up with no problem. But at that particular time, it was gray and black screen paint mixed in with Martha Stewart and gold glitter. That's what it was. But you can only get so much out of it, So right here, if you look at it, that right there, this is what I was concerned about because I looked at it like there's no way in the world our screen would have ever came up looking like that. So I basically went in and took the photo clicked over to Google search image and it came up under somebody else's video, and they were basically digitizing images into it to make it look like it was more professional. And they said, but that's business. That's business. Like, no, that's not business. That's freaking cheating. And my name's attached to this, so I don't want to have any part of this. Those are other arguments. We're having fights and arguments left and right. Every day we're having arguments, literally. This is why I will not do an overseas. Nah, I won't do overseas contract. This is too much of a headache. So there's a whole lot of stuff that went on. It was just a pain in the freaking neck. Some of it was good, some of it was bad, but yeah, it had its moments, man. It has its moments. So this right here is not real. This is not us. It's not real. That's Photoshop right there. That's another thing we got into an argument over. That's not even real. That's not even, it should be, but there's no way in the world that ever is going to pick up. On a gray screen paint with this much light, that wouldn't even show at all, period. I know that one. Now this would show. That's more realistic, but that's Photoshop too. There you go. That's our stuff right there. This is how our stuff is reacting. Same way as Code's product reacts, the same way in a fluid environment washes out. Same thing. But like I said, it's an older product back then. That's how we knew something was wrong. How in the world do you go from this to something that looks like that? Come on now. We knew something was wrong. And we had plenty of work and plenty of pictures and stuff that we done. They could have basically put in there or whatever they want to do, but nope. So here's our stuff on display at an office meeting right here, where basically they're integrating our technology for office applications. And this is a screen they customize right there. And there is more of Zone 708, showing off more of his demonstrations right there on 700 lumens. People know all this stuff going on. Yeah, all this stuff was going on. Look at this. Check this out. Look at the photos right here. This is where they were changing our logo. See right here? We didn't have all this on our logo. We had a movie reel that ran through, and it said digital crystal screen paint. They had ink pens. They had, they had all kinds of stuff. Like, let me show you some weird stuff they had on here. 3D glasses. They had contrast. They were a big company. They had a lot of crazy pull. They had contacts with big companies. This is in my room, my rented room. That was in. This is my screen being displayed. And this is they're back in Europe. This is their display. There's my display. And there's a couple of my other beta testers who are coming up and doing demonstrations on that one right there. Let's go down here. Let's see if we can find the office party. Where's the party at? Oh, they're right there outside. That is McCree. Isn't that his name is? McCree. Yeah, that's his demonstration right there. Now you know that. Come on, that's definitely a Photoshop right there. Oh, and there's the business meeting right there. Look, the business meeting that we didn't get invited to. There we go. These are all the business partners, Crow. This is how it works, that were involved in that technology. That we're saluting and having their fun because they made a lot of money that day. And we got $12,000. So that's what triggered me. So I said, okay, you want to play games? We'll play games. Obsoleted all the technology, all of it, wiped it clean. Came up with a company called Digital 4K Crystal Onyx, developed a black technology that was far more advanced than what they had, and then had all the beta testers do side by side, making the technology worthless. Nobody wanted it. They wanted the new dark technology side by side while the beta testers were pushing out all these videos. And then after a while, they contacted me and they wanted to bring me to court because they said that basically I violated my contract. I didn't violate my contract at all, period. I just basically changed over and converted my technology into something better, and you have no rights to the new company because you're not contracted under that company. You're contracted under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. That's what you're contracted through. So they lost it. And eventually, they disappeared. And it was into that. So next time when individuals want to come up and talk a lot of trash, because I keep my mouth shut and talk a lot of trash about this, that, and the other. I got stuff on my company that you would not even freaking believe. Contacts with businesses, so big companies, investors. I've had my stuff basically displayed in showrooms and everything. Been there, done that already. Nothing new. That's why I'm not impressed by Where I'm at now, 12 years down the line, could have been a millionaire easy. I could be a millionaire now if I want to. How advanced my technology is now, how much it's worth now. I'm beating up certified screens within days with no problem. 11 certifieds in one hit. You see my track record on my technology right now? I can develop a screen paint in an hour. I can wipe out 11 to 12, 18 certified screens within the same day. I can take it outside and produce images, ultra short compatible right from the door, paint it on anything that I want, and turn it into a plasma TV. Like that screen you see out there on the deck, that gaming screen that looks like an actual TV outside, that's painted on an elite screen surface. That's what I can do with their screens. I can take one of their old white screens and use it to blow out their top, most advanced screens that they have and make it look just like a TV on a projector that's worth $500, even $200. I don't have to have a special 4K. I don't have to have a special 8K projector, the latest model. No, I go get myself an old relic, old projector, refurbish, and take that projector and coat their screen with it, and then use that screen with that old projector to blow out their newest technology. That's where my track record's at. So yeah, easy, you can become a millionaire, that's not a problem. I don't choose to be because I don't want the responsibility. People don't understand that when you take on that much responsibility, God, if your company's making that kind of money, you have any idea how much stuff you're going, oh man, I couldn't imagine that crap. It's too much. I already been through this mess. I've been through the contract negotiations, the rip and run, the race, this, I've been through all that stuff. I'm happy. I get up in the morning, I make my 34 containers. I make enough money to be happy, and that's it. I'm good. Now, eventually, my company is going to get back to where it was. It's going to blow up. It's signing these contracts. But I got a different way of handling it this way. This time I'll get a crew to run everything, and I'll just come in and just yes manning, which means I have to be there to basically sign off, maybe a few meetings here and there. I might get those new VR glasses. They got these banging VR glasses designed for business meetings because I'm not leaving my house for jack. But anyway, so all I have to do is just basically, I'm the head honcho. So all I got to do is just go in and say, okay, I approve this, that. Just want to do design a couple new products. Boom, put it out. We're done. That's it. I'm going on vacation. If y'all want to contact me, I'm halfway across the world doing something else. That's what I'm heading to. But yeah, I've done all this already. And this comes from experience. This is business experience on top of that. It's not a bad thing. It's business experience too. I learned a lot from these people, a lot from them. Didn't walk in there full glass. Didn't walk in there like I knew everything. I learned a lot from these people. And I learned what I don't want to do. And I don't want to have a company that I end up becoming a slave for, and it becomes my prison. And I tell people, the minute it gets to that point, I'm done, I'm out. I'm good. Bye. Got other things to do. Yeah, there's a history on our company right there. And I got the documents to back it up, every last one of them. So yeah, it's right around the time, 2015, that's when we got contacted by Screen Innovation. This is when we're coming out of this contract for this one. And that's when we started developing dark technology. Yep. Now, if these jokers didn't get greedy and they did everything by the book, just imagine where we'd be at now. But like I said, greed, that's why I don't like companies, because they're so greedy. Always about thinking about what they can take. Okay, well, right at this little history lesson, I'll put those links at the bottom of the video so you can look through it to yourself, just in case the video came up a little bit blurry. I'll put all that information in for you. All right, so you can look through all those documents. You can read through that court order we got from Screen Innovation. I can't wait to finish this off. This is gonna be the day. We're working on the arcade screen today. That's already hung. That's a pain in the neck because of a freaking just a firewall on the other side. So that was a pain in the neck to get through. So yeah, let's move on. I'm sorry, but I'm ignoring you. If you come in here and you're talking dumb nonsense, you're getting blocked from the door. I told you, I'm not entertaining you no more. I'm bored of you. So you're getting blocked from the door. Ask logical questions. That's all you got to do. And keep in mind, on the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, at that particular time, 8 years back, that's what people were designing, gray screen paints. That's why I put that link at the bottom of that fellow who showed you how to make that gray screen paint. Same thing, bare silver screen. Everybody was doing the same thing. But everybody had their own way of doing it. We did ours differently. We did our screens with a lot of light in the environment. You know what I mean? We had beta testers. We had our stuff out there. So it was easier for us to be noticed. And that's how we were able to obtain contracts. And these were companies that would come down, they were buying samples of it, and they were testing it out. And like I said, at the end of the day, You can't get a contract from a company unless they test your product. And if your product doesn't work, you don't get a contract. And I've been through this over and over again. I've been flown out to California. I've been flown out to Florida. I've been flown out to different places where I sit there in a facility, and these guys will come up and say, okay, make the product in front of us. They'll sign NDAs and all that stuff. I've been through all that stuff already. And this guy's talking about how he's supposed to have the most expert opinion on screen paints. Man, you don't know jack at all. You don't know the business end of it all, and you don't even know the end of it, of basically making the product. You don't know anything about it at all, period. I can come in and back up documents for days. What do you have? Nothing. All right, then. We're done with this conversation. We're moving on. We're going back to work. I got things to do. We're going to put him in the corner, let him do what he needs to do. When he starts running his mouth again, when his product gets here, we'll put it on the box. We'll sit on top of the refrigerator. It'll stay there. We're not even going to touch it. But when you start running your mouth again, we'll open it up and we'll put you against that 250-inch black screen outside and embarrass you again. So this time, mind your own business, stay in your little corner, and we're going to go back to work. With that being said, thank you all for your time. I'll put the links at the bottom. Enjoy the read. Gotta go, and God bless.